Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Update, my 1000 Days Challenge. This is day 649, so let's get things started. Alright, so first and foremost, the balance remained the same in terms of the equity itself, no new trade setup, even though it's a bearish market. I missed the trade entry in terms of short setup, and I didn't see any new nice price action trading down setup in terms of the lack of accumulation wise. So in that case, I didn't have any short setup. So right now, I'm just waiting for a more clearer kind of nice bounce pattern, and I've already started accumulating in terms of Bitcoin and Ethereum itself on the daily chart basis, kind of a critical support region at 30K mark itself. That's not to say there cannot be a lower low, but bearing in mind the way I do like it is that price action is very sharp drop, something like this. When you do a very sharp drop, the tendency for bounce or accumulation case before we have a nice counter bounce is very much more likely in that sense. But of course, we could have a much sharper drop, which means to say we have a weak bounce towards the 33 to 34K region itself, or even up to the 35K region itself right below here, in which case we could face a strong rejection and then we have a very large drop again to the 24K region itself. That is where our loadout might be meaning, say, right now we load around 30 to 30% of my intended capital. I'll be loading another 50 to 60%, which is the remaining of the capital over here. And if we do drop further below to this critical region itself, that is where I'll start to take up a bit of a leverage position towards the end of it, tail end of it. But of course, like I said, when I do take leverage position itself, it also do mean that I do have stop losses. So that is bearing in mind that at the end of the day, when it comes to leverage position, I will ensure that I do not get liquidated unnecessarily, simply because of the fact that I will always have a very clear and distinct stop loss. So that is something to bear in mind. Of course, the stop loss will be extremely wide, in which case it will be highly unlikely to be liquidated and be far off from it in that sense. But that's bearing in mind that there could still be volatile market volatility like what you see in terms of Luna and the impact it has in terms of the overall crypto market itself. All right. So other than that, yeah, that's just the tangent of Bitcoin. In terms of S&P 500 and US market in general, I would say that right now we do see some sort of potential bounce simply because we do form an inside big candlestick for S&P 500 over here on yesterday closing itself. So the key thing what you want to see over here is a very strong bounce within the next 1 to 2 days, which is during tomorrow, latest by Friday itself. If we do see a very strong bounce, then that perhaps shows signs of a strong support, similarly to what we see over here. But of course, strong support doesn't mean it will just entirely reverses. It could reverses temporarily before we see a drop below just as well. And similarly for Nasdaq, we do see similar price action. And if you move in terms of China market wise, on the other hand, I do see accumulation, perhaps a formation of cumulative phase is possible, especially if we're talking about ASHR or more importantly, TMAP. On the other hand, ASHR could still face a capitulation and maintain a very strong bounce, whereas KWEB seems to require a bit more time, perhaps accumulation phase for the smart money to actually accumulate before a much more likely potential. So bullish market can continue itself. So sorry for just yawning. It's already past midnight over in local time. So I'm just covering this for the yesterday market closing itself. So otherwise, that's more or less about it. I'm not looking to enter in terms of any short-term trading position itself due to the high volatility. And when there's high volatility itself, it will be much more better to trade on the shorter term frame. But unfortunately, because right now I'm working a day job and it's quite busy during the day itself, I don't have any time to monitor in terms of shorter time frame candlesticks. So I won't be entering in terms of shorter time frame trades itself. So on the other hand, for longer time frame itself with such high volatility, it will be highly risky to enter a trade until there's a much more clearer consolidation period itself. So if that's it, I've come to the end of today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by your comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.